Tingles with flyby. Hello my tinglings! Today I'm going to be teaching you the Korean alphabet. This here says Hangul, which is the Korean alphabet or Korean writing system. I don't remember exactly what it means. But I studied Korean when I went to university the first time. I was actually going to major in it and then I didn't. But I thought that might be fun because it's an alphabet unlike Chinese that has just lots of characters and everything like that. It actually is an alphabet, so if after today, after this little lesson, you should actually be able to read phonetically Korean you read. It won't sound perfect because there are some pronunciation rules. I won't go through all that, but should give you a basic idea. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go through the vowels first, and then we'll go through the consonants. So, okay, I'm going to draw this. So the actual vowel part is actually just this line part. Basically, Korean is written in syllables. So when you see a syllable together, so this basically means that you don't pronounce something. It also has another sound, which we'll go through when we get to the consonants. But when you see it like this at the beginning of a syllable, it means basically there's nothing before that, so your vowel is the first thing. So this is our first vowel. It's A. So just A is that. And then if you add another line there, then it becomes Ya. So A, Ya. And then our next one again, it's just this lined part. This could come out of a consonant. It's just this lined part that's considered the actual vowel. So there's kind of two types of O. This is not the really O sound. It's more of a O. It's a bit O. I will do an IPA chart sometime so you understand where everything kind of sits in the mouth. But I won't worry about that right now. So this is kind of more O. So it's kind of an O sound, but not O. It's O, more like that. And then you have Yo as well. So the two lines generally turns it from the ah sound to a ya, so it just kind of adds that kind of Y sound to the beginning. So our next one will be our other O. So this is O, and then you would have Yo as well. O, and then we have U. So U is pointing down. Again, just the line section is the actual part of the alphabet. And then, of course, have U. And then we have this. So this is an interesting, it's a kind of, it's a, you kind of bring your mouth out the side and just kind of ui, ui. It's a weird, it's not a sound that we really use in English, so it's a bit harder to compare it. But so yeah, it just, yeah, just your mouth is wide and you just kind of push it out. And then your final one is E. Just E. So you can get diphthongs as well, so you can have, so this would normally be O, but with the E and OE, it's not OE, it's actually E, and you have Ye, don't, and then the other one I always remember as well is the, which is the and E, and so it's Ri, Ri, so it's an interesting vowel. So now that we have our vowels, it'll be easier to kind of show you how we go with our consonants. So, because I'll do it we'll do it all with ah, just for simplicity's sake. So, again, this side, this will be our ah, so that'll just stay the same. So this is ga. It's not really, so it's hard, I'm not making it perfectly. With consonants, there is voiced, so basically if you say, like if we say ka in English, if you say ka, you can kind of feel a puff of air that hits your hand, ka. Whereas if you say ga, there's no puff of air. But if you say ga, it's very voiced, so you can hear just, there's a lot, when you're actually saying the g sound, you're letting a fair bit of, just basically you're using your vocal folds and not just, you are actually using like a bit of tone rather than just a bit of air. So it's the difference between ga and ka. Well, ka in Korean is kind of in between. So it will still, in certain situations, it'll come off really as a ga sound. But at the beginning of a syllable, like in this situation, the ka will kind of be kind of in between what we would have as a G and have as a K. So it'll be a voiceless, but not have a puff of air. So it would kind of be like ka, ka, ka. I don't know if you can hear that distinction. It's a little bit different, and I'm not doing it perfectly. But just to give you an idea. So that is ka. And our next one is this one, which would be na. So this one's pretty simple, just an N sound, just na. So first pretty easy. And then we have so as I was saying with the ga sound, ka sound, it's similar with the T sound. So in English we have t and d, and they're very, very far apart from each other. Whereas in Korean, again, it's right in that middle area. It's a voiceless sound, so it's ta, but you don't really make that puff of air, so it's not ta, it's ta. I think I still voiced that a little bit, but it's supposed to not have that puff of air, but not sound da it's not really voiced, it's just ta, ta. I think I got it better the second time. So that's ta. So, as with the ga sound, it will occasionally sound more like a D sound, depending on the context. But if it's at the beginning, it really is this kind of in-between sound. Now this is one of my favorites. And this is ra, 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 ra. And this is fascinating because I know a lot of people who, it's kind of a stereotype that when Asians come to America is what I'm thinking, because it's more my exposure, even though there's plenty of Asians here as well. Anyway, is that the R and the L are very difficult to pronounce for them. And in Korean, it makes a ton of sense. I know it in Korean, I don't really know in other Asian languages. And it's because, so if we make an L sound, so your tongue is right on your teeth. And if we make an R sound, it's like way at the back of, like, just way at the back. Whereas in Korean, the la sound is kind of right in the middle. So it's a similar liquid. It is a liquid. That's what that type of letter is called. Like an L and an R is called a liquid. But it's kind of right in between where we would have it in English, between an L and an R. And so I think they kind of throw it around willy-nilly because they don't really know where to go until you have enough experience, obviously. So if you want to make this, you kind of want to put your tongue just kind of right at the roof of your mouth. So you're obviously with our L, we do la or ra way at the back. Just kind of think, what's kind of the halfway point? Put your tongue there. La, la, la. And that's where you want to be. So that is part of why I find that letter absolutely fascinating. I had a study buddy when I was studying Korean, and she was also studying linguistics, which I was going to do a double major. Ended up just doing my major in linguistics. But she was Korean, and she was the one who taught me that with the mouth sound. I thought it was fascinating. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. So la, la. So next we have ma, ma, ma. And that's just a typical M sound. Pretty straightforward. Ma. And ba, ba, ba. So again, it's a similar trend as it was with our ta, ta. I can't get it to go. Ta and ka, 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 ka. Or ta and ka. Where this is a kind of B or P sound. So ba, pa, but, pa, pa, pa. I think the P sound is the hardest. The ba sound is the hardest. It's easiest for me to just say ba, but that's not quite correct as to what you would say at the beginning of a syllable. But yeah, so that's that one. And then we have, what am I doing? Oh. We have sa. think it's a little bit less. So, like we would say, I think it's just a little bit less intense. So that's probably not the best word, but just sa. Because they also have where you can double them. And it goes like that. So that would be 2, and that'd be sa, sa. And that kind of makes it a bit more intense. You have that with other letters as well. Like you can have, that would be ga, ga. Kind of adds a bit of emphasis when it's doubled like that. So that's so. And now we're back to so, as I said, on this one, when it's in this position, it doesn't have any sound. It's kind of a placeholder there for writing. When it comes down to the bottom position, then it has an sound. So this would be ung. So and is the sound. So you can actually get the going to the beginning of syllables, but it's always written at the end of the last syllable. So. And then ja, ja, ja. So kind of a J sound. And then cha, cha. So a CH sound. Cha. You can do that like that. This can also sometimes be written a bit more like that. So you can see that different ways, but usually in typing you see it kind of across the top like that. Cha. And then now we get, so we do have the important thing is, so we had ja, cha, but so we have ga, or ga, ga, ka, ka, because you also have ka, ka. So that one actually does have that aspiration. It has that puff of air. So that's why there's an important distinction. Is because at the beginning of a word, if you have that voice of air, it's going to sound like this, not like this. So, very important. And then we have 2 more like that. So we have ta, ta, as opposed to or ta, ta. It's really hard. I have to really focus to not say the puff of air. I'm also out of practice in speaking Korean, so that's part of the reason. And then we had our pa, and we also have pa. So, pa, pa. And we have 1 more letter. And that's ha. So H sound is this letter here. Ha. So that's the alphabet. I did bring so I have this little paper over here. Whoops, dropped my eraser. Which is just a paper out of the driver's license for New South Wales in their translation into Korean. Because I thought I could either read you some, I'll probably read like a sentence and then break it down, drawing the words out for you so that you can see that. So, 도로 사용자 안에서는 초보 운전자나 수요관 운전자 모두에게 유용한 도로 안전 저렴 운전 자랑들을 운전 본교 위반에 대한 처벌에 대해서 뿐만 아니라 누사도에서 도로 규칙에 대하여 명령합니다. We probably won't go through the whole thing. But I just wanted to show you because this is what I learned my first day in Korean class, and I thought it was so cool that I could go around pronouncing things afterwards. So I'm hoping that you'll have the same experience. So again, this was our kind of in-between T sound, and then a lo, so toro, toro, toro was our first sound. And then 사용자, so 사용자. Again, this was our S sound, that's our yo sound, that's our sound, and that's our kind of J sound, ja. 사용자, 사용자. There's lots of words here. 초보, 초보. 초보, 초보. Because that was our CH sound, that's our O sound, really classical O. And this is where I'm saying when it's incontinuous in a word, it is more of a B sound. So chobo, whereas if it was like flipped, it would probably be pocho. Pocho. Yeah, a little bit more of a P sound. 초보, 운전자나. Let's do 운전자나. What am I looking at? 운전자나. That should be a little bit longer, but there's our U sound and our N sound, so un, our J sound, our O sound, and our N, so John, our J sound and our A, so ja, and then our N sound and our A, so na. 운전자나, 운전자나. Because if people write in alphabets, you can learn them and then read. You don't know what it means necessarily. Like, I have no idea what this means. I mean, I can tell certain parts of speech. And that is... Okay, so we have our S sound, that's our U sound. Remember, if it goes up, it's O, down, U. And then we have our K sound, so suk. As I said, I'm not going to go into pronunciation, but when you have a following consonant, usually this will actually take over. So you'll probably just say suryon, suryon, because this will kind of disappear. It gets taken over by this sound. And then we have our a, but it's ya, so it's suryon, and our end sound. And then our t, o, i, so dui, 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 duin, duan, duan, oi, ui, duin, 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 suyon, duin, suyon, duin. Not 100% sure how to pronounce that one actually. The diphthong a little bit harder. Suyon, duin. But if you were just pronouncing these, it'd be suk, yon, duin, yon, duin. 모두에게 So our M sound with our O, D sound with U, so 모두 에게, 모두에게, 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 유영원, 도루, 완전. This is such a long sentence. I'm going to go to the last bit because Korean sentence structure has your verb at the end, and so you have very similar endings to the end of sentences quite often, and I want to get to that part. So 소명합니다. So 합니다 is basically, well, 합니다 on its own means to do. So you see a lot of things that are to do, whatever this is. I don't know what sonmyeong means, but you will see that quite often in Korean, is that 합니다 ending. So we have sol, so we have our S, O, U. But as I said, the M will end up probably taking precedence, so it'll be somyeong, somyeong, and then this, as I said, will kind of go up there and it'll be nga, nga, ngamnida. So this will basically turn into kind of an M sound at the bottom. So it'll still have an influence, but it's more turns into an M because it's voiced. So and it turns into a nasal because it's closer to that N. So 설명합니다. 니다. Again, our kind of t sound turns to a d in the middle of a word. 설명합니다. So, for example, let's actually just go. 안녕합니다. 안녕합니다. So, 안녕하세요 is a kind of more familiar way, but 안녕합니다 is the kind of base way of saying it. So the aseo is a different ending for this, but this is your greeting. So how you would say hello, 안녕합니다, or 안녕하세요, or something like that. So that is our greeting. The other thing I thought would be fun is to actually write some names. So, because if you kind of convert Korean, well, not English words into Korean, it's called romanization. But, no. I don't know what it's called, actually. But, so you can actually write words in Korean alphabet that then you would pronounce in English type thing. So, let's do like so T, or real strong T sound, or E sound, or sound, R, Z, tingles, 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 tingles. Trying to say tingles. Tingles, tingles, tingles. And then let's say tingles, I'm not gonna get an F sound, it's gonna be our closest. I'll do our second one. Bye. What should we do? Tingles. It's hard because it's not really we'll just do lie by. Lie. Tingles. Lie by. Lie by. So there's our Korean tingles with flyby. So I hope you enjoyed this, learned a little bit about Korean text, and maybe when you see a little in the Asian parts of town, you see Korean text, you'll be able to pronounce them even if you don't know what they mean. So thank you for joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful time. If you want me to write something in Korean, if we get enough things down in the comments, I'll do another video where we just write everyone's requests. So, write down in the comments what you'd like me to write in Hangul. And you can have your tingles with flyby. Goodbye, my tinglings. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And remember that if you do comment down in the comments down below, that you do have a chance to be featured in my monthly viewers